Hey, yo, welcome back. This is not a podcast. It's just my thoughts with Rob Markman, man. Shout out to everybody who's been watching, commenting, subscribing. Y'all know what it is. Kendrick Lamar dropped GNX. This is his new album. He dropped it on November 22nd with little to no warning. I did a last video, just like my overall first initial thoughts. The album is sinking in. Been listening to it more. I'm not going to break down every single track. I'm not going to talk about every single track. But I figured a lot of the tracks deserve their own video, okay? So, whacked out Murals. I figure like we gotta start there, right? And so real quick, I just want to kind of break it down, go kind of not lyric by lyric, not line by line, but we're gonna pick out the key ones. First of all, produced by Dahi, Frano, Soundwave, Jack Antonoff, Tyler Mellenbacher, Craig Balmorris, and M Tech. Features vocals from Dara Barrera, who is an iconic Mexican singer. So, that's the creative team that came around to make this track. But, I mean, here it is. I mean, this is the track on Whacked Out Murals. It's the intro. It's the one a lot of people are talking about. Definitely addresses the battle, but I don't believe it rehashes this. I had said this in the previous video too, and I forgot where. But rap battles never come to a screeching halt. Pusha T and Drake continue to throw shots at each other, even after added on. Jay-Z and Nas continue to throw shots at each other after Takeover and Ether. They never come to a screeching halt. And a lot of this, to me, is Kendrick winning the battle, taking his victory lap and making his observations on what he sees and telling you exactly where he stands. Doesn't answer probably all the questions that we have, doesn't answer all the questions we have at all, but gives you some insight into what he's feeling and how he's effectively standing on business, as they say. So let's just get into some of these lyrics, right? So verse 1, we start out with the Spanish vocals, first of all. Again, Dara Barrera, legend, icon. And then we just get into these verses, right? Yesterday, somebody whacked my mural. That energy will make unions move to Europe. So what is that reference for those who don't know, right? On September 8th, there was a video of Kendrick Lamar mural in Compton being defaced. Right? The video hit the internet. The dude, X'd out the eyes. He wrote OVO. It was a mural with 3 pictures of Kendrick's face. So he just went across it and defaced the whole thing. So if the lyrics are true to the letter, that means Dot wrote this intro on September 9th, a full 2 months before GNX dropped. All right, this album has been in the making for a bit. And May 5th was the last time that a song dropped within the battle, if you count, the Heart Part 6, Drake's version of the Heart Part 6, not to be confused with Kendrick's Heart Part 6. So that signified the last song in the battle. So just to give you a timeline, so if we saw the video of the defacing happening on September 8th, Kendrick says, yesterday somebody whacked out my mural. So he started penning this the day after. So he says, but it's regular for me. Yeah, that's for sure. The love and the hate is definite without a cure. All this talk is bitch made. That's on my Lord. I'll kill them all before I let them kill my joy. I done been through it all. What you endure. It used to be fuck that. Now it's pure. Now it's plural. Plural. So it used to be him. Now it's a bunch of y'all. So a lot of this isn't even about Drake. It's just about what he sees, how the industry reacted, and where we're going from here. So it used to be fuck that, and now it's plural. Fuck everybody. That's on my body. My blick first, and God got me. I kill them all before I let them kill my joy. That's that villain energy that I've been talking about. And for those who follow the channel, subscribe to the channel, at the very beginning, I guess somebody reminded me in the comments too. I guess it was on the Like That video. As soon as Like That dropped, I was like, yo, Kendrick's entering his villain era. And I said, I think this next album is going to be real villainous, just real bad guy. And maybe there's some nuance to that. That's a simplification. I don't think Kendrick believes necessarily he's a villain. But, Kendrick is on some fuck everybody. I believe what I believe. And if you're not with me, you're against me. And I don't give a fuck about anybody's feelings. And we taking it there every time, right? So that's the villain energy I'm talking about. Kendrick is a good guy. But, I mean, he's a villain in somebody's story. He's the villain in Drake's story, right? And he's okay with that. So it's fuck everybody. My blick first, and God got me. It's not peaceful. It is not kumbaya. This is not, all right, let's bury the hatchet. And to be honest, I think that's Dot's been perceived as that guy, the peaceful guy, the kumbaya guy, and that's how he's been perceived, I think, in a lot of ways. But that wasn't truly the case, right? I just don't think that was ever who he was. I always go back to the verse from XXX from Damn, right? Remember the verse where dude is talking about his son getting shot, right? And he goes to Kendrick. The lyric is, he said, K-Dot, can you pray for me? It's been a fucked up day for me. I know that you annoyed to show me how to overcome. He was looking for some closure, hoping I could bring him closer to the spiritual. My spirit do no better, but I told him, I can't sugarcoat the answer for you. This is how I feel. If somebody kill my son, that means somebody getting killed. Tell me, what would you do for love, loyalty, and passion of all the memories collected, moments you could never touch? I wait in front of the spot and watch him hit his block. I catch him and leaving service. If that's all I got, I chip him, then I throw the blow in his lap, walk myself to the court like, bitch, I did that. I probably went on too long. You get the picture. We all know that song. But, you know, that's one of those instances where Kendrick addresses, I think it's the perception of him, right? So this guy's like, damn, they killed my son. I just want peace. Kendrick, can you tell me some words? And Kendrick is like, I don't know what to tell you, because if it was me, I'm going to chip him off. I'm going to throw the blow in his lap. I'm going to walk myself to court like, bitch, I did that. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, so Kendrick has given us this before, and I think he's reminding us in this song. You know what I'm saying? He's been telling us the lengths that he's willing to go for years. But back to whack my murals. He says, I watched them pander with the backhanded compliments, put their head on the Cuban link as a monument. I paid homage and I always mind my business. I made and then there's a blank space. I never lost who I am for a rap image. It's motivation if you wonder how I did it. That blank space is key, right? What is Kendrick saying in that blank space? And, you know, for somebody who is coming with the energy, like, I don't give a fuck, I don't care about the industry, like fuck everybody. Like, what is he literally in that blank space saying the unspeakable? I can't figure it out. He also used blank space in The Day the Party Died. If y'all remember, you know, he had the lyrics, sometimes I wonder what Lecrae would do. Fucking this up or show him just what prayer do. I want to be empathetic, my heart like D1, but I will. And then it's just like blank space. And I don't know what that blank space is. Like, literally something unthinkable. But if y'all have theories, if y'all have notions or thoughts of what lives in that blank space, let me know. But I can't figure it out. But literally, like, unspeakable things is what it stands for. The chorus, I'm not gonna go through the chorus, but the chorus is like aggressive but motivational. You know what I'm saying? It's like he's talking to us, or he's talking to somebody who is coming up and might be in his position. You know what I'm saying? And he's just giving you rules. Go up on your rank. Know you a god even when they say you ain't. Keep your feelings out the way. Never let no one put smut up on your name. Like, he's kind of just giving somebody younger or on to come up some instructions on the things that he believes, right? So the chorus is still aggressive, but it's also motivational in that way. Verse 2, riding in my GNX with Anita Baker in the tape deck. It's going to be a sweet love. Fuck apologies. I want to see y'all geeked up. Don't acknowledge me. Then maybe we could say it's fair. Take it to the internet and I'm going to take it there. So this is the first reference to the Grand National. Comes up right here in the album, right there in the intro. Anita Baker, Sweet Love, classic record. Is the fuck the apology part for J. Cole? Possibly. I possibly like if I don't have any context, if I'm just kind of looking at the songs and the chain of events, possibly. But me personally, I just don't know if that has venom for Cole at this point, because Cole is clearly not a threat to him. 7 Minute Drill was a diss song, and Cole took it back. We all know this, but even if the song had stood, right, the fact that he has taken it back helps. But even when the song was just out, it just wasn't a real diss for me. There wasn't something there that was so crazy that if I'm that I get offended by. I don't think Kendrick ever really saw Cole as the threat once 7 Minute Drill dropped. He might have seen him as a lyrical threat, as a competitive threat when First Person Shooter dropped, and that's how we responded. Okay, we're gonna rap battle. Because remember, this thing started as a rap battle. Let's keep it rap. And then it changed into something else. but possibly. Now, I was told I was given information, and this was in real time as it was happening, that Kendrick and Cole spoke after 7-minute drill. That they had a phone call after 7-minute drill. I heard they spoke after Like That drop, and then they spoke not after 7-minute drill drop, but remember 7-minute drill dropped on that Friday, and then Cole got on the Dreamville stage on that Sunday and said what he said. So they spoke after the Dreamville stage thing. So it was 7-minute drill, Dreamville, and then they spoke. And I from what I heard, it wasn't like a contentious conversation. It wasn't like a venomous conversation. It wasn't like a bad conversation. So I don't know that he has any venom for Cole based off of what I heard, but I don't know for sure. I don't know where he's at as of September 9th. And if I didn't have that context that I was told that they both spoke, I could see how I could read fuck apologies. I want to see y'all geeked up. But again, Kendrick is also very intentional. So I don't know if he would say fuck apologies if he totally just didn't even want us to think about it was Cole. He might be like, let me take that line out so people don't speculate or misunderstand what I mean. I'm not 100% sure here, but I could see how it reads like that. But again, I was told that they spoke, and I don't know that there's venom there. I'm really gonna chalk this one up to I don't know for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like I think I don't know is a perfectly acceptable answer. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. He goes on, miss my uncle, Lil Man. He said that he would kill me if I didn't make it. Now I'm possessed by a spirit and they can't take it. Used to bump the car to 3. I held my Rolly chain proud. Remember the Rolly chain? He from Section 80 cover, that era. I think he had the Rolly chain on the XXL freshman cover too, if I'm not mistaken. I was there at that shoot that day. So the Rolly chain was a thing for Kendrick. So used to bump the car to 3. I held my Rolly chain proud. Irony. I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down. Okay, now we get into it. We know the reverence that Kendrick has for Wayne. We know the homage that he's paid. We know the C4 mixtape that was inspired by Carter 3. All right, like that. Like Kendrick can have not been more clear about his love, respect, the way he was inspired for Wayne, his reverence for Wayne. Crystal clear. Kendrick got the Super Bowl halftime show for 2025. It'll be in New Orleans. Wayne was hoping to get that slot as a New Orleans native. And when Kendrick got it, Nicki came out, Birdman came out. A lot of people came out and said Wayne should have got it. You know, I said it would have been nice to see Wayne up there in addition to. I said my stance has always been Kendrick is if you look at everything that's going on right now, Kendrick is the absolute right move for the Super Bowl. It would be cool in some world to see him share the stage with one of his main inspirations for a song or whatever. He doesn't have to. It's not that he has to share the stage with Wayne or whatever. But people who do the Super Bowl, like somebody comes out, Usher brings out Alicia Keys. You know, Dr. Dre has Snoop and Eminem and 50 Cent and Kendrick. And, you know, there's always some kind of surprise guest or something going on the side. So if y'all watch, remember I said the video, it was like, it would be cool to see Wayne pop out. I don't know how that'd happen, but that ship has sailed. Like that ship has absolutely sailed. That was me wishful thinking, hip hop fan. Hey man, everybody could be cool. I don't believe we're getting that in any shape, form, or fashion. So, you know, so Nicki came out, said Wayne should have got it. Birdman came out, said Wayne should have got it. Wayne dropped his video saying he was hurt and it broke him and so Dot is acknowledging all of that and saying, all right, all this hard work that he put in. First of all, the hard work to be the best, the hard work to be at the top of the food chain, the hard work to be the illest MC currently right now, right? The work in the battle that he put in. He also is battling Drake, who is Wayne's protege, so that's another wrinkle in it. But the work in the battle, all of that let Lil Wayne down and broke his spirit. So all the work. So that's the irony. I used to bump Carter 3. I held the Rolly chain proud. Irony. I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down. Like, but what's Kendrick supposed to do? Not work. He's not supposed to participate in the battle. He's not supposed to take his spot at the Super Bowl. Nah, Kendrick is gonna get his. And hey, the irony. I think it let Lil Wayne down. So then we go to the next line. Whatever though. You know what I'm saying? So it's him acknowledging, hey, let him down. Whatever though. Like, again, I'm here for a mission. I'm here for this, to get this top spot. This is what I came in the rap for. So whatever though, call me crazy. Everybody questionable. Turn me to an Eskimo. I drew the line and decimals. Kendrick just seems to have no sympathy. Whatever though, it's big me, motherfuck the big three. You know what I'm saying? It's me over everyone. It's my time. I mean, that's rap energy. Like, Wayne had his time when he was the guy, like the top guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Drake had his time when he was the top guy. Jay had his time when he was the top guy. This is like, what's Kendrick supposed to do? Like, step out the way and spare somebody's feelings? Nah, this is what you do when you choose to be an MC and you want that top spot. When somebody challenges you, battle. And then you take everything that come with it. You take that Super Bowl, these Grammy nominations, these Grammy wins. He worked for that. So then he goes on. Snoop posted Tailor Made. I prayed it was the edibles. I couldn't believe it. It was only right for me to let it go. Obviously, again, Kendrick has reverence for Snoop. Snoop called him the king of the West. Snoop has been very vocal in his support for Kendrick. Right, passed the torch down to him on that stage with Dr. Dre, and I believe Game was there, and we all remember that night. So Snoop posted Tailor Made. I prayed it was the edibles. I couldn't believe it. It was only right for me to let it go. So he's saying it, but he's kind of saying like, that's the OG. It's only right for me to let it go. But did Snoop post? I don't remember Snoop hosting Tailor Made. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, y'all know me, man. If I'm wrong, I admit I'm wrong. Tell me in the comments. I missed that. I remember the video where he was just like, they did what? When? Where? Like, you remember that in response? I don't think he co-signed it. I never got the feeling that Snoop co-signed Tailor Made. I could be wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. But that's the Snoop line. And then Snoop posted, in response to this line, he said, basically he confirmed it was the edibles. So Snoop is all playing along. There's no smoke between Snoop and Kendrick. Snoop just tweeted the day the album dropped, yes, it was the edibles. And then Kendrick goes on, won the Super Bowl and Nas the only one, congratulate me. All these agitated, I'm just glad they showing their faces. Again, Kendrick looking at the whole industry. I remember seeing on the stories, because Nas don't post a lot. And then Nas doesn't post often about just like other MCs or other people's things. Like, Nas kind of just sticks to his own stuff. I always wondered if that was Nas just posting on his social media anyway, or if Nas never struck me as the social media type to just go out there posting. I always pictured Nas having an assistant or somebody. He'd be like, yeah, post that or whatever. But Nas actually posted, because I asked around, but Nas wanted to congratulate Kendrick. Nas posted congratulations on his story when Doc got that Super Bowl gig. And then he says, quite frankly, plenty artists, but they outdated, old ass flows, trying to convince me that you they favorite. Is this about Wayne? Old ass flows? I think he's past the Wayne thought. I think as a writer, like, he got the Wayne thing out and he's past. I think this is a catch-all for a bunch of veterans. I don't know who this is specifically about. Could be about Wayne. Like it's definitely not about Wayne. But I'm just looking at the train of thought in this verse. I feel like he got the Wayne thought out. The Wayne thought is done. It's out, and he's just going on with his train of thought. And then it's just old ass flows trying to convince me that you they favorite. I think it's a catch-all. I mean, I think he's saying fuck everybody. And he goes on, this not for lyricists. I swear it's not the sentiments. Fuck a double entendre. I want you to feel this shit. Old soul, bitch. I probably built them pyramids, ducking strays when I rap battled in the Nickerson Gardens. I mean, that's key for if you came up under TDE. Punches from Nickerson Gardens, J-Rock is from Nickerson Gardens. Top, that's where they do their annual Christmas gift giveaway and food and concert, housing project and Watts. So, Kendrick ducking strays when I rapped in Nickerson's. Also, anybody who's new to the channel might be like, why he's not playing the record? Why is he reading the lyrics? Because if I play the record, they're gonna demonetize. I just worked too hard for this to get the money to Universal to let. You don't make a whole lot of money per view anyway, and then just to let like Universal have it. So I know a lot of channels play the records. I don't play the records. I read the lyrics, man. I hope y'all can rock with that. But I work hard. I'm trying to build this channel up, man. I'm trying to build this thing up, and I'm just not gonna give it away. So Then Kendrick goes on, where you from? Not from where I'm from. We all indigenous. Against all odds, I squabbled up from them dividends. Against all odds, I showed up as a gentleman. I done lost plenty friends, 16 to be specific. Put that on my kids' children. We gonna see the future first. They like Dot big tripping. I just want what I deserve. What bridge they done burnt, all of them is over with. I'm doing what COVID did. They're never getting over it. Again, I think there's a catch-all. All of them, it's over with. Like really, really drawing a line in this sand. And, you know, also, I just want what I deserve. That what I deserve comes up again on the Garden joint. Like the concept of what I deserve. You know, I think this is Dot really like, yo, the crown is mine. I did everything. I checked all the boxes. I sold the records. I did the tours. I rhymed with the best of them. I could fucking rap. I can make hit records. And I just gave hip hop the biggest battle that they've seen. And took down the guy that y'all said was the guy. They like Dot big tripping. I just want what I deserve. And be it the Super Bowl, be it the Grammy nominations, be it the Grammys, he's coming to collect everything. And I don't think, again, that's why I don't think this song is a further diss towards Drake. It's just a recap of what happened and him telling where he's at now. It's almost like the victory lap. Okay, verse 3. This is from my city. This gets good. This is from my city. Couldn't even entertain old boy. Promising bank transactions and even Bitcoin. I never piece it up. That shit don't sit well with me. Before I take a truce, I take him to hell with me. If that money got in the hands of a crash dummy, could jeopardize my family and burden the ones who love me. Is a very important part. And this from my city. Couldn't even entertain old boy. Old boy is Drake. And promising bank transactions and Bitcoin. So let's go back to 616 in LA, because this directly correlates, where Kendrick said it was fun till you started putting money in the streets, then lost money because they came back with no receipts. Back in 2018, Pusha made the same claim during him and Drake's rap battle. Pusha tweeted this. I put it on the screen. He said, you got 100K floating around for info. Can't no amount of money create skeletons that don't exist. Hashtag I'm upset. With the laughing, with the crying laughing emoji. I'm upset was across the Drake song from Scorpion. According to Pusha, according to Kendrick, Drake is now known, or between those two, saying that he has the reputation of, all right, during the battle, when it's battle time, he's going to put money in the street to dig up information, to dig up skeletons in your closet, to get info on you, to get ammo on you that I could use in the rap battle. At least that's the thinking. Well, what Kendrick is saying is, first of all, nobody in my city even entertained it. But imagine if somebody did. If that money got in the hands of a crash dummy. I don't know if y'all are old enough to remember the crash dummy commercials. It was like an auto safety commercial. And the crash dummies were literally like dolls that they put in the car, and then they made the car do a crash, and it's like, don't be a crash dummy. So literally, but the slang is somebody who's willing to crash out, somebody who's just gonna go out on some dumb shit. So if that money got in the hands of a crash dummy, like somebody might have been paid, your intention might have been, hey, I'm just gonna put money in the hood to get information back on homeboy. But you fuck around and you do business with the wrong one, and he might take it a step further and jeopardize my family and burden the ones I love. Like if you got that money in the hands of somebody who willing to risk it all, and it may sound dramatic, and this is not the same situation, but we lost Nipsey. So somebody seemingly ready to risk it all for what? Like so we can't. It might be a dramatic of a lyric, but we can't pretend that that threat doesn't exist or it is impossible. So, real thing from Kendrick, and I get it. He said, "This is mad because I decided not to pretend. Y'all stay politically correct. I'ma do what I did." That's a shot at me, huh? That's a shot at me, huh? Nah, I'm joking, but you know, if y'all read the comments, if y'all scroll through the comments, there are definitely people in the comment section who'll be like, Rob, you be politically correct. Rob, you be too PC. Rob, you trying to protect your political connects and all of that. It's not that. And first of all, I don't feel, I know this isn't about me. I don't feel this way at all. But, for me, it's, I'm just trying to call it like I see it, like boxing. I'm trying to be fair. We can still say who won and who lost, but there's certain things like, I'm not gonna be like, man, fuck Drake. Da, 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 da. Like, I'm not in it. I'm calling it like Roy Jones ringside, like, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever, but that's whatever. But no, I get it though. That he's just going through his feelings. Ain't no sympathy here. This is just him drawing the line. Ain't no sympathy here. This shit's hilarious. It's a lot of opinions, but no power to carry it. 2025, they still moving on some scary shit. Tell them quit their job and pay the realness they severance. Don't insult my intelligence. I'm not just for the television. Teleport to Bullis Road and dig up all my relatives. I believe, and somebody if you're from Compton, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Bullis Road is where Angelus Abbey Cemetery is in Compton. So, he's just my lineage. This is my home. This is where I'm from. Don't insult my intelligence. I'm not just for television. Teleport to Bullis Road and dig up all my relatives. Like, I have roots here. Like, this is not about being famous. Like, Good Kid, Mad City. Like, this is where I'm from. This is what I stand on. This is what I stand for. And there's a whole community here that can back me up because I backed them up and I'm a product of this community. Okay, let's settle it. It's been fake loyal. Since y'all pandering to choose a side, let me do it for you. Okay, fuck your hip hop. I watched the party die. This is cackling about blank while all of y'all is on trial. Another blank space. I believe here that he's referencing Puff. This is cackling about Puff, cackling about Diddy, while all of y'all is on trial. I believe it's that. It's just I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's just a guess. And this thought that I was antisocial when I stayed inside of my house. You better off to have one woman. Everything tricky right now. No freak offs. One woman, stay home. Like cackling about Diddy when all of y'all's on trial. We don't know whose name is going to come out of that when those tapes surface or when that trial starts, right? So all of y'all's, everybody is kind of looking funny now. You know what I'm saying? And there's definitely people in the industry who are scared. And it's thought I was antisocial when I stayed inside of my house. You better off to having one woman. Everything tricky right now. So like no freak offs. I got one woman. Y'all know who my lady is. I stay home. I stay out the way. I'm not on TMZ all the time. When you see artists on TMZ, 9 out of 10 times they call TMZ themselves. Yo, I'm gonna be here. Run up on me. Ask me this. Act like it's a surprise. Like, but you notice, you never catch Kendrick on TMZ. They never catch, like, you know what I'm saying? He just stay out the way. So, but this reminds me of that whole antisocial. I stay inside my house. This reminds me of something. Shout out to my man Wayno. If y'all don't know Wayno, please check out his channel. Wayno is my guy. He does amazing content. Wayno said this to me, and me and Wayno talk a lot. Part of surviving in this biz is knowing when to go home. Anyone in the industry knows there's a certain part in the night when maybe the first party ends and it's the after party, when shit's about to go left or just turn into some other shit that you might not be into. Be it drugs you don't take, be it whatever, you know what I'm saying? Be it, I've never been close to no freak off or anything like that, but I'm just saying, when the energy's about to go something that you're just not into. And if I'm not into that, I'm not letting the industry change me. At a certain point in the night after the party, when there's no good left, it's time to go home. Knowing when to go home will save you in this industry. I have definitely, there definitely been situations where I might be on one party and then everybody's going to the next one, and I'm like, nah, I'm going home. I could count 1 or 2, maybe 3 situations and major joints. And then the next day you hear, so-and-so happened. Or next day some shit's in the newspaper. Or next day something like at the after spot. You know what I'm saying? So, and then the stories you don't hear about. So knowing when to go home is important. Kendrick goes on. You niggas live in the now. Hey, fuck anybody empathetic to the other side, I vow. Well, bitch nigga love bitch nigga. They exist with them in style. Exterminate them right now. Again, Kendrick just drawing the line in the sand. It's that side or it's this side? What side are you on? Make Katt Williams and them proud. The truth about to get loud. A reference to the Club Shay Shay interview earlier this year. Of course, you know what I'm saying? Like a clear reference, and everybody, there's this meme going around how that was at the beginning of the year, and that Katt Williams kind of set off a chain of events that are taking certain people in the industry down. Coincidence, maybe, who knows? But make Katt Williams and them proud. The truth about to get loud. No juice inside of my cup. I sober up and knock them all off. Don't let no white comedian talk about no black woman. That's law. This to me is a shot at comedian Andrew Schultz on his Flagrant podcast when they were joking and talking about white guys who date black women and you know they I guess, and I don't know the full context. Maybe they were talking about Travis Kelce. No. It could have been about Travis Kelce when he was the girl he was dating before Taylor Swift. I'm not 100% sure, but they were talking about white guys dating black women and getting buzz cuts and growing out beards. And Andrew Schultz basically were like, nah, it's because they lose their hair because the black girlfriend stressed them out, and they grow their beards because when the black girlfriend is about to smack the shit out of them, you know, the beard provides cushioning. That was like the gist of the joke. And you know, certain jokes you can't make. Like, comedy is meant to push the line. Like I get it, you know what I'm saying? But it's certain jokes you're gonna make is gonna make people feel away. Kendrick saying, don't let no white comedian talk about no black woman. That's law. Because, you know, there's a historical context to that. That, you know, and he draws that line again. Like, yo, that's law. That's it. So I believe that I'm fairly certain that was at Andrew Schultz. I know propaganda work for them, and fuck whoever that's close to them. Is that coon, is that been groomed, slide on both of them. So it's us versus them, and it's not just the white comedian, or it's just, man, if you just on that side, no matter what race you are, if you just stand for that shit, what do you stand for? What do you stand on? If it's that, slide on both of them. Everybody, it's us versus them. And then Kendrick starts to draw the line. You ever ate Captain Crunch and proceeded to pour water in it? Talking about where he came from, what his come up was. You ever ate Captain Crunch and proceeded to pour water in it? Plus, Kendrick, if you know Kendrick loves cereal. Kendrick's a big cereal guy, right? So you ever ate Captain Crunch and proceeded, I think Fruity Pebbles is his joint, right? But cartoons and cereal, like Kendrick, he's a cereal guy. You ever ate Captain Crunch and proceeded to pour water in it? Pulled over by the law, you riding dirty so you can't argue with him? Then make it to be a star, bare your soul and put your heart up in it? Well, I did. Whack the murals out. But it ain't no legends if my legend ends. So again, he goes back to the mural. He goes back to the first line. Y'all could do all of that. But if my legend is over, ain't no other legends, because nobody else is standing on what I'm standing on. And that's the overall message. I think it's a great intro. I think it's a great way to start the album. I think it's a great statement. You know, it addresses a little bit of what we want to know in the aftermath of how he's feeling about the Drake battle, but it doesn't dwell there for me. It doesn't like that's not the reason for the song, but he doesn't shy away from it neither. He's not like, again, he's just taking his victory lap. He firmly believes now, and I think Kendrick always believed, I'm the guy. But it's like, okay, you see it now. Everybody's seeing what happened. I'm that guy. And with that, this is what I stand on. And you either with it or you against it. And if you against it, then fuck you. Then I'm treating you like I treat everybody else. There's no in between. So, dope way to start an album. Let me know what y'all want to hear me talk about next, man. Like, subscribe, hit me in the comments. You know, let's talk about the breakdown, some of the nuances, maybe some things I missed or some things that y'all seen, or maybe just some things that y'all see differently. But I'm right here with y'all. We're going to be talking about this for a minute. I mean, you know, this is an event. You know what I'm saying? And we're about to close 2024, and, you know, is a big event towards the end of the year, man. So it's going to be cool. We're going to talk about this for a minute, man. We're going to examine this music. And so to the next time, all right? I don't know when the next video is coming, but it's coming soon. All right? Peace.